getting ready to rain. It's thundering out there. I have so much stuff to show you guys today, and I don't know where I laid it. There it is. Hang on just a second. Most of you who follow me on any kind of social media know that my social media has been not great because I have no internet at my house. So today when I do my live, I'm not going to be able to have my laptop sitting here. So my eyesight isn't really good enough to see up there. If you comment, I will try to see if I can read it, but you know, my eyes aren't what they used to be. But I've got some projects to show you. I've got some specials. I've got two cards a card and a project I'm gonna demonstrate. I've got, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of my online class that I've got going. Normally you don't get to see the projects and there'll be a flash in the pan, so you'll have to watch quick. But I'll explain a little bit to you how that works. But first I'm gonna start and I'm gonna show you the projects. Last night I had some of my demonstrators over that are a part of my team, and some that aren't. Sometimes when we do these events, we open them up to just people who are demonstrators that live close enough if they want to come. But we did Christmas cards. So here's some really fun Christmas cards that we did. So I didn't, I'll show you mine at the end, maybe. Oh, there it is. I'm getting ready to film it when I'm done with this to go on YouTube. But here's, I filmed one thing already today and I didn't need my lights, and now it's getting kind of cloudy. But this is a Christmas card. Isn't it pretty? Actually, my friend that did this had just gotten back from vacation, so she left. I think if any of you are on here and you come to camp, I really like this one. She used a different embossing folder, but this is one from the Holiday Mini, and I hadn't even opened it yet. So I went ahead and swapped it out for one that is in the Holiday Mini that I hadn't opened. And I love this. So I think we might do this in November. If you come to camp and you like the idea of this as a November card, give it a thumbs up, because I really like it. It's so pretty. And it's one of, if you've not noticed in the holiday catalog, there's silver and gold cards. I know the lights are, I have them aimed more for when I do the demo in a minute. But they come silver and gold, so you can kind of see the gold that's on the back of this. It's mounted on the gold card, and they come with matching envelopes, so those are really pretty. Then here's one that uses, she hand-stamped designer paper for us, so all of that, she made the paper, and then we popped it out with the puzzle piece, and it's on silver paper, so that's really pretty. It's a fun card. And here's another one that's, this time it's on the silver paper, the silver cards and envelopes. So if you've not seen these in the holiday catalog, take another look at them. Look how sparkly this one is. And that's a really simple one. It uses one of the hostess sets for the words. And then that's just one of the dies. Look how sparkly that is. And that is not Christmas paper. That is paper that we've used before at camp. It's from the baby set, the Twinkle Twinkle. So sometimes you don't have to have the Christmas stuff to make a Christmas card. In fact, you could put a saying on that and make that a winter birthday card. That's really pretty. Super sparkly. Then we had two people that used the truck set. Here's the first truck card. Try to get it. There we go. So how cute is that? Love that truck. You know, a bunch of you are into the farmhousey kind of look. The embossing, or the fence that you cut out for this set is super, super cute. And you could use the fence in lots of different ways. In fact, you could probably figure out a way to stamp that without the Christmas tree in the back and make it not even a Christmas set. Super cute. So if you see on this one, she used, because you know when you have different people coming, this was a shoebox swap. And when we do a shoebox swap, it means everybody brings a project. Kind of like at camp, I have them in buckets, so everybody just brings a project. But then you get a little bit of everybody's their own flair of how they make something. So in this one, you can see when she stamped the, hi Ann, you can see how she stamped the saying as it comes. So above the Merry Christmas and below the Merry Christmas, there are words when you get that stamp. Then one of the other girls, she used the same Merry Christmas, but she masked off. Get that, so my lights aren't shining horribly bright on it. So she masked those off, so all you got was the Merry Christmas. And then she colored the truck with Bermuda Bay blends, but with just the right shading, you can get them so they match the Tranquil Tide ribbon. And then, of course, the ever-popular Buffalo Check background stamp. So charming with this stamp set. And then that inside of this one is stamped with a little... I should have tested my lights up close, but it's just got a little greeting in it. And then this one is the Blizzard. Let's see if I... Oh, nope, there's no way that I've aimed the lights to do down, and they're just too bright for this card because it's pink. But it's got a little, maybe if I get closer, there we go, past the lights. So it's got a little clasp. It's a pop dot under the snowflake, so it holds it shut like that. And then up close, you can see this has the dry embossing mat that does the Blizzard snowflakes. Super cute. And then my card is getting ready to be filmed for YouTube, so this will be on YouTube either later tonight or tomorrow. So I used the angel, and there is actually another one I have it laid aside to show when I do this. So it's buried in the stack, but somebody else did choose this stamp set as well. So this is the copper. We spritzed it on the card and masked her off, so that'll be on a little bit later. That'll be on YouTube, and I will show Diane's, because, oh, here it is. I have all these stations of stuff set up to film. So here's Diane's that she did, and she also used the copper, but she didn't color the angel. So you can take it, although my coloring is very, you'll see in the YouTube, it's very, very quick coloring. But she didn't color the angel at all. So that's a really fun Christmas set. So today when I do my little demonstration, I am going to use making Christmas Bright and the Bulb Builder Punch, and then making Everyday Bright. That also goes with the Bulb Builder Punch. So if you have your catalog, you can find those. One of them's right in the front. I had mine flipped to something else. It's on page 6 and 7 of the catalog. So here's the stamp set, the Christmas version, and then you can get it as a bundle with this little Bulb Builder Punch. So this one does, I love this wreath. That's my favorite part of the stamp set. I just love the wreath. But you can see also, when you look at the catalog sample, check out this little banner that they made down here. I would like to do one of those. But then that's the Christmas part of it. But you could also use it for 4th of July, any other occasion. And if you have a little boy that's into like Cowboys and Indians or Captain America, there's lots of stars that you could use year-round, 4th of July. And then towards the back of the catalog, on page 47, is making Everyday Bright. And then this is going to get you through the whole rest of the year with that, the punch, because it goes with the punch. So it's got the penguins, and it's got a spider web that I'm going to use in just a minute. It's got an Easter bunny, it's got pine cones, it's got flowers. So the whole rest of the year you can keep using the stamp sets that you buy, which makes it super versatile, and it's super quick, and it's a lot of fun. So let me show you. The first project I'm going to show you, both of the projects I'm going to do today, my daughter is a demonstrator. She's also a teacher. So the one project, well here, let me show you this first. This video was the last video that I posted on YouTube, and it is with our Baker's boxes. So you can go over to my YouTube, which is Sherry's cards on there as well. And it's the Baker's boxes, and I just used the Bulb Builder Punch once to put my little penguin up here as a little greeter guy. But then the rest of it's just stamped all the way around, over and over. And it doesn't take very long. In fact, the video with me talking on the video on YouTube is less than a half an hour. So probably you just stamping it and making it 15 minutes. And once you've made one, they would go faster than that. And it's just filled, this one's filled with peppermints. The one I think that is on YouTube is Hershey Kisses. But you could put all kinds of stuff in there. Muddy Buddies would be really cute because it would look kind of snowy. So that's that. And then the one that Carissa did that I'm going to kind of modify right now. This is her Halloween card. So super simple, and it uses the little spider webs and the little bulbs. So that's a real cute one. So I'm going to aim my camera down, and then after I'm done, yeah, I'll show you. I have a couple more cards. I'm going to show you those after I demo this first one. But I'm going to take her Halloween card, and I'm going to kind of switch it around a little bit. I haven't made this before, so hopefully it works. You know, nothing like doing it for the first time on camera. But close your eyes if this makes you dizzy. And now I'm really not going to be able to see if people comment because you know, my phone's aiming down. Okay, I still have, these are the little offcuts, the card that I made last night. Where'd it go? It took these little strips of copper that were 4 inches, and so it left me with 2 inches, obviously, of copper paper. So I had a bunch of these left. So I'm going to use my 1 3/8 scallop circle punch. I'm going to punch that here, so I just have a little circle. And then she has, for her project, she cut strips of these, and she left one spare in case they made a mistake. So I'm going to hope that I don't make a mistake and be able to use the one spare. And I need to find all of my stamp sets that I've now covered up with all of the cards that I just showed you. So here's the Making Everyday Bright stamp set. And then I need the spider web. And I need one of the toppers. This one comes with several different toppers. So I'm going to use the one that looks more like just a light topper. I'll lay those there so I don't lose them. And then she made a template, which I know if you've watched many of my YouTube videos, you know that I make the templates. And we keep these in the boxes with our stamp sets. I'm gonna grab the block. So when you make the template, what you do is you just take a piece of cardstock and you take your punch and you just punch it out. So that way you know how the punch is gonna go onto your cardstock. So then you lay this on here, and then you take your stamps and you kind of line them up in here. You have to move it out of the way, but it gives you, so you know where you're lining it up. So I don't press it down until I know I have it in the right spot. Because otherwise, if you just put these on and then you try to punch 2 things at once, you end up wasting a lot of paper and getting really frustrated. Like the lemon, if you have the lemon punch or the owl punch, there's some of them that are highly frustrating. So now those are on there, so you can tell that once I stamp these, there you go. And my memento pad. And once again, I want to look to see when I stick this on here, it's going to punch this direction. So I want to make sure that when I stamp it this way. So this is just Memento Black. I just stamp that there. My cats are playing with something in the hallway. And then before I pop this out, I'm going to go ahead and color it. So this is Frost White shimmer paint, which is in the holiday catalog. And these are empty, oh, that's a copper one I've used in the copper. They're empty Wink of Stellas because they make a great little paintbrush. So So I always keep mine, and you can see this one is a newly empty one. But when they're empty, I just take some washi tape and I wrap it around the tip. That way I know they're empty. And I don't sit there and open a bunch of them trying to figure out if they're empty or not. So I'm just going to paint some of this shimmer on here so it's a little sparkly spider web. I'm not going to go over the top of my spider. There's a clear one that's a little more clear of these that I could go over the top, but I want this one to have a little bit more shimmer than that. So I'm going to go over the top of the web, but not over my spider, so he stays a little bit more of the focal point. And it dries quickly. If you want to see a bunch of ways to use this, I've been a little obsessed with it. So lots of my cards right now on YouTube feature the shimmer paint. So get it started like that. And then these are our long little skinny cello bags that are in the annual catalog. And these are some candy corn M&Ms. Which I didn't get anything to help me pour them in. So hopefully I don't spill them all over my table while I'm live. Open that up. So I have a little funnel or a little spoon, but you know, I got nothing. I'm going to try to open this a little bit smaller. I poured them in one of our little acrylic boxes from the other side, so a bigger hole is okay, but I'm going to go for a little smaller hole over here. So that's probably too small for the M&Ms. I want it to be big enough for the M&Ms to come out, but not big enough that they fall all over my table. So these also hold Hershey's, the Hershey miniatures go in just perfect, these, if you slide them down. And you can wrap them in the designer series paper. And then they look cute. Let's see, are you going to come out? Or is it still too small? It's still a little small. See if I can rip it without ripping it too much. Now open this back up. I should have just got my funnel before I started this, but it's down in the kitchen and I wasn't even thinking about it. Once you get it going, it's not bad. I just don't want them to spill all over the table. You know, I can see people are saying something, but I'm sorry, I don't have my laptop, so I can't see if you're just now joining because, you know, with my internet woes, whoops, there we go. I only have a hotspot, so I can't have the hotspot and do Facebook Live at the same time because my phone will only do one or the other. Ah, well, you know what? Nobody's going to eat these because nobody in my house likes these, so they're just going to be, I can touch them with my dirty hands. Well, my hands aren't like dirty, but, you know, a child would probably eat these and not care that I touched them. Because, you know, who are we kidding? They're candy. There we go. Once you have something to hold the bag up, then they're easier to get in. So you can see these, I think they're 3 by, I should have looked at the size, but they're in the annual catalog on the page with all the bags and the little acrylic boxes, and they are a great size. And now I have too many. No, it's not too bad. But they're super cute. Look how cute that is. I'm just going to fold that over. And then you just need a stapler to hold it shut. So just one staple in the top. Oh, I missed it. Oh, come on. Now my staple's jammed because I missed it. Come on. There we go. Put 2 staples in it. Okay, so that's closed. And back over to my little spider web. And you can see because I lined that up with the template, and when you go to punch it, you can see it lines up perfect. So there's no guessing, no trying to make it fit. It's exactly where it needs to be. So take those out. I've got some dimensionals. The big one fits on top of the light bulb. Stick this on my little copper piece. And then I need a mini one. Where did I put my mini dimensionals? Or a glue dot, either one will work. So I'll grab the glue dot because they're sitting here. I'm just gonna roll those up. Stick this on top of here. So then you've got a little tag that you can stick on the top of here. And then our super fun, it's the glittered organdy ribbon. So it's, I hate the unknown colors. So I'm gonna cut this. And then just tie a bow. And these don't have to be, if you were doing them for a wedding or for New Year's Eve or for like a bridal shower or a baby shower, you might want to, you know, make them super fancy and super perfect. But for Halloween, you know, how much fun would these be to put on a coworker's desk or to bring into, you know, school or something? But you know, they're Halloween and it's Halloween candy. They're going to be eaten. They're going to be eaten quick. So it's not like you have to spend a ton of time. So I'm going to get another glue dot. And actually for this one, I'm going to get two because the glitter paper sometimes is harder for stuff to stick to. So I'm just going to put two to make sure my bow sticks. How cute. Is it sweet? And then I'm just going to take this and a dimensional. Again, it doesn't have to last forever. It just has to last long enough for you to sit it on your coworker's desk or drop it on your neighbor's doorstep, wherever you want to just make somebody feel happy because you left them a little super cute Halloween treat. You could put something homemade in it. The mix that I made that I put in the baker's box for my football treats, it would look cute in there. So super easy, super cute, and you can see this is one way when you see a Halloween card and you're like, well, I don't do Halloween cards. Where'd I put it? Here's what my daughter did. Here. And then here's how I adapted it. Whoever it was that left the unknown caller is now leaving me a message, so it's taking my whole screen as it's putting a voicemail up there. But you can see if you don't do a Halloween card, you can say, well, I don't make Halloween cards, but that's okay. Just take it in your mind and reduce it down to something that you might make. And I can see nothing, so I hope I'm putting that. Hi, Mary. I can see sometimes my bifocals work exactly right on my little phone screen, and I can see the messages. Other times I can't. So there's my first project. And again, my daughter Carissa designed it. I don't want to take any credit, but I did adapt it. So there you go. That's the first one. Then I'm going to show you the second one that she did, and it was actually her shoebox swap for last night. And it used the Making Christmas Bright. This was the Making Everyday Bright. And it was obviously a Christmas card. And it was just white paper. It's a very, my daughter's 24, and the younger girls stamp differently. I'm going to see, hopefully I can swipe this away. Yes, now my message is gone, and I didn't lose Facebook, but it was taking the whole screen of my phone. It's probably somebody telling me that they're checking on my auto insurance, or, you know, the IRS is calling, or all of the other multitude of messages that you get from your friends that you don't really know. But the girls who are younger, they have a lot of times a more minimalistic approach to stamping than some of us or girls do. And you'll see this in her card. So she has a white piece of cardstock, and it's really cute. I like this card. And then she took There are a strand of lights that come in the card. So she used Memento black on a strand of lights. There's some glitter on my table and it's sticking to the card. She didn't want to cross the top. This is a super sweet little stamp set. And then one across the bottom. Look how cute those are. Aren't those cute? They're really retro looking. And then there's a strand here that's to put lights on. And it goes, you need to make it go twice. And do it there. And then you just match it up again here. Which I shouldn't be doing it upside down, but that's pretty good. So it goes across the whole card. So we got that. That's all the stamping with the black. Then you can see I have my Stampin' Write markers here. And you're just going to use the brush tips and just quickly color some in. You can see it looks really retro already. And actually, we did used to have some of these giant lights, so she's not old, but she's old enough to remember them because we had some that we used to put outside on our Christmas tree. But, you know, over time they've died. And so probably 3 years ago we stopped putting them out because, you know, when you put out a giant strand of old lights and only like 5 of them light up anymore because they were hard to find replacement bulbs for. And the new ones that you can buy that look like this, you know, they're plastic and they have the LEDs. And so then when they light up, they all have that blue hinge to them. So even though the lights are colored, they don't look like the old lights. But on our little card here, they will look like the old vintage lights. So if you buy the Christmas stamp set, you can buy it in a bundle with the bulb builder punch. And in just a second, I will use the punch with this. Do I have all those but one? Yeah. Okay, and then green. Is that all those? I feel like I'm missing one because I'm doing it upside down. It shouldn't be any different than doing it right side up, but sometimes it's just disconcerting coloring upside down. Okay, so there's the lights. I see somebody else has said something, but I can't see who it is because of my phone. I'm missing one of my shimmer paints, I think. Although I think on this one she used Wink of Stella. So here's a Wink of Stella that's just Wink of Stella. I'm just adding some Wink of Stella. You could do it with the clear shimmer. I think it's called iridescent maybe. So if you're out, you could just buy some shimmer instead and use it with an empty one because it's the same fluid that's in the that makes your lights look like they're sparkling. And then a little bit over this to make this look shimmery. And then we go to my favorite part of the card. Let that dry there. You need to go back to the template. And then where did I put my stamps? I've got stuff everywhere. This is the little topper that comes in the stamp set, and then I'm going to need my chamois. The Christmas stamp set just comes with one little bulb topper. And then we're going to use, we want it to say merry and bright. And then 2 of the stars. So we're going to use this one twice, and then we're going to make it say merry and bright. Here comes my cat, because I can't film without her walking in the middle of the table. Sibby, get off the table. Seriously, she's going to come right into the camera. There she is. Sib, get down. Get down. There she goes. Okay, so you need this little piece back that I used already for my the spider card. And then I've got these setting in the order that I want to do my colors to make it a little easier. Until the cat knocks something off and I get totally distracted. So I've got my template. You're going to need that. Sibby, get off the table. Yeah, I know. She's parked it. I don't think she's in camera range, but her tail might be. So this one is the star. So again, you kind of lay this on here. And you take your template. And you move this. So it's where it goes. And again, you might think this is a little fiddly, but it's a whole lot less fiddly than having to stamp these and line them all up. So there we go, that's on. Push that down. And then I do need my memento again. This is Call Me Clover, which is one of this year's In Colors. Oops, and I just moved my whole thing. I guess I didn't stick it down very well. There's my template. I'm more worried about my cat knocking over my precariously placed light than I was sticking my stamp down. Stick that down with my scissors and get them dirty and not my hands. I'll wash those off in a second. Okay, so that's the Call Me Clover. And I need the black for my top, which it will be black every time. Normally I would leave it open here on the table, but I don't want some little black finger paw prints in it in a second. So stamp this. Sibby, okay, pardon me while I attend to my animals. Get down. Now I've got some space. Okay, clean this off. I'm gonna leave, this is my chamois and it's wet. And I'm going to keep the star inside here because I'm going to use it again. So now I'm going to go to the Merry. Put my template back on here. I'm going to try to move fast before she decides she needs to come back up on here. Oh, she's already here. She's faster than me. Faster than a speeding bullet. Obviously, she thinks it's time for me to pay attention to her. Sibby, get down. Yeah, I know. You want to show him how to stamp? Yeah, she's going to rub herself on my punches because I'm not paying attention to her. Sibby, get down. You guys can't even see. I can see all you can see is Sibby. Yeah, she's using my whole camera stand now to rub her face because I'm not paying attention to her. Get down. Well, I think now my camera's in a little bit of a different position, but at least it didn't fall off the table, which was kind of my fear. So here's the red, and this is real red. It's the same colors of the markers that I was using to color in the lights. And then again, I need to go back to the black, which is a good thing I didn't keep my Memento open. Because if she hadn't walked in it, she probably would have knocked it into me. And then stamp this here. My green didn't stamp quite all the way down because, you know, I was worried about the cat. And then clean that on my chamois. Done with the Mary. Leave the light tip there. Go to my and. Get my template, which I've lost now because of, you know, nothing like being thrown off. If you can keep your internet, then try to control your animals. But, you know, if I can ever have a Facebook Live where everything goes right. Okay, so that's on there. This is pumpkin pie. You could use your markers to do this, but I think that the stamp pads give better solid coverage on these. So there's the pumpkin pie. And again with the black. I think she's gone, so I'm going to leave that open and hope for the best. So there's that one. Again with my chamois. The chamois makes it so nice to just clean it off because it doesn't get it wet. And if you use wet wipes, this little top right here has lines in it. You would have lint sticking in all that. So Bright. So this is Mary Ann Bright. And you can see that once you start doing it on this block, once you've done a few of them, you kind of get a feel for how far apart it is. So it's more than just checking with the spacing on the template. I can see more of you are commenting, and if you've joined late, I don't have internet at home, so I'm using my Wi-Fi on my phone, which works for just Facebook Live, but I don't have a laptop hooked up. So I can see that you're commenting because I can see them popping up down there, but I can't read it because my eyesight's bad. You know, bifocals are meant to work for reading, but they don't work great for far away. I could stand up and I could look really close at you and see, but then you'd all see my face nice and close up. But I will answer your comments. If you have questions about anything I'm doing, you can ask on there, and then I will, when on the replay, or when I aim it back up in a little bit when I show you some more samples at the end and tell you some about the specials, then I'll be able to see it better when it's aimed that way. So there's the Bright. Again, clean it off on here. And one more last one. I have to go back to the star because there's 2 stars on this. So here's the star. Stick it on where I think it is and get the template. Yep, that's pretty good. And this is Pineapple Punch, which is again another in color this year. Trying to do it so you guys can see it, but I can't see if I'm hitting the top. There we go. If you were going to make these for Christmas, or if you were going to make like 10 or 15 of these, what you would do is do 15 of the yellow. And then do 15 of the blue. You wouldn't do every color like this like I'm doing, because obviously it would be way faster to do it the other way. Okay, so there we've got those. These to the side in my ever-growing stack of mess. This is why my office can be super clean, and then at the end of the day, if I'm really busy and I get done all filming, then my desk is a mess from filming. So then I'm just going to pop all these out, and you can see because I've lined them up with a template, it's going to be really fast to pop them. Pull that out. when I popped poorly because I'm trying to do it so you can see it. I really should be looking where I can see it. As soon as I squeezed it, I realized I was in the wrong spot. Okay, so then back to our card. One more thing before I do that. There's a saying, and it says, "Friends make the season shine." So this would be a fun like invitation if you do a New Year's party. It doesn't even have to be a Christmas card. If you do a Christmas party, it would be a great invitation. So I'm going to take that. Put that in there. It's a really great font. And then I'm going to turn this right side up for me to do this part. I'm going to take the dimensionals and stick them on the backs of all of the bulbs, which is the same thing I did on the little spider guy I just did. I'm going to use dimensionals on the bulbs, and then I'm going to use glue dots on the little tops. Merry and bright. Yep. I'm going to make sure they were all laying here. So I'm going to start with the orange one, which is the "and," because that's the center. And that one will stick straight down. And then you can go from the sides of that. You know, once upon a time you may have seen my videos where I was going to try to throw the backs of the dimensionals in there so they weren't everywhere. Yeah, that lasted about a week because I'm so used to just throwing them that I forget about it. So they just end up everywhere. You know, you go out to the store and then you realize you've got one stuck to your sock or in your shoe or something. Okay, back over to my glue dots. Oops. My glue dot, my scissors that are covered in the green ink. But you know, you can clean those right off on your chamois. And here comes my cat. She's looking at me like, "Why are you talking about me?" And then these, you can like attach them half over the top of your light, and then you can press down on top of the little string. Turn, baby girl. You just want to appear on the table so badly, don't you? And then this card's just about finished. Even with feline interruptions, it didn't take that long. So there you go. There's this side of it. The inside. Hers is a little bit more punched straightly because she was looking at her punches as opposed to trying to let somebody else see them. But super cute. It's a really, really fun stamp set. If you haven't looked at it, give it another look. I'm going to aim the camera back up so I can show you a couple more cards and tell you about this week's specials and about the online class that I have going on. So close your eyes. Let me see. Hi, Carol. Hi, Amy. Yes, I could use the Stamparatus, and here's my cat. She's coming back. City, but at least now you can't see her. I forget which cards I haven't shown you. I haven't shown you these. These were, this is a Thanksgiving card that I made with the leaves. The leaves. Yeah, she's right back on the table. She so desperately wants me to hold her. So this one I did, it's a bunch of the leaves, and it's a two-step stamp. So you stamp the leaf, and then there's an inside part that stamps another color, and then it punches out with the bulb builder. And then we just folded the little bits of burlap, and it's just held together with glue dots. And the paper is from the farmhouse, the truck paper. So this is, I think this is, oh, and the cat's moving my Sibby. She wants to be petted so bad that she's just brushing her head on everything. And then this is one, I haven't put this on YouTube yet. This was a trade that I made. This is done all with Brusho. It's a Brusho Resist one. And then these are from the wreaths are from the holiday catalog, and they're opened up. I did find, because I was making it for trades, don't go back over here, she wants to rub herself. I'm going to be covered in cat hair. The wreaths, I was doing them for trades, and so I needed a certain number of them, and the first couple that I opened up of them cut in half and fit perfect around the thing. And then as I was going along, some of them, when you open them up, they fit once around the thing. So they're all different lengths. They're not the same lengths. But this one is stamped, this bulb is stamped on black with the gold shimmer just straight to the stamp. And the rest of it is, it's all Brusho and embossing. There's no regular ink on there at all. It's just embossing. Yes, she knows she's beautiful. Now she's literally just laid across the rest of my projects. I don't know if I can aim it down so you can see her. She's literally, no, you're not going to be able to see maybe. There's my projects that I'm going to show you next. It's like she knows. I don't think you can see her. She's literally laying straight across them. She's charming. She is spoiled. Sibby. She's gonna be mad when I pick her up. Oh, and now it's pouring. I didn't even know it was raining outside. Say hi to everybody. She's purring. So I was going to show you, I do have my artistry inspired class going on. It started October 1st. She just went right back over to the same spot. So when you buy the artistry inspired class, I was going to sit down so you could see me. Here, help. She's purring so loud, I don't know if you can hear her. When you buy the artistry inspired class, here's my notes, you get the 2 stamp sets, you get the punch, you get the copper shimmer paint, you get one of the mist tubes, an empty one, which is one of these. Oh my goodness, I have water sitting here. You get a dauber, a clean dauber, a new sponge dauber, which is how you make the little stamp pads to stamp your stuff. I'm gonna have cat hair all over my dark shirt. You get 3 envelopes. You get, I'll show you that. I don't have 3 envelopes sitting here, but here's the supplies that you get to make our projects. You know, I like shimmer paper, so you get shimmer paper for a lot of the cards. So these are what the card bases are. Lots of shimmer paper, and she's gone again. So maybe she'll stay gone for a second. So you get, these are what the card supplies are. So you get the mist, the dauber, the envelopes, all this part is free. The only thing that you're actually paying for are the 2 stamp sets, the shimmer, no, not the shimmer paint, the shimmer paint's free. You're paying for the 2 stamp sets, the stamp punch, and that's it, and the shipping, and the tax, and she's back. So when you pay for that, it is $87, and then you get the free mist, the mist container, the dauber, the envelopes, the supplies, and then you get the 3 free videos, and you can do those on Facebook, which you guys are probably Facebook. For those of you that will be watching this on the YouTube video replay, you'll probably want the YouTube link, but you'll have the link to make the 3 projects, and I'm going to show them to you fast, because normally I don't show them. So there's 3 projects. There's this Christmas project. There is this Christmas project. They're all stamped on the inside too. And then there's this fall project. So you'll get the instructions, well, you get the videos, just like more normal videos, to make those. And then in the Facebook group. You can ask questions in there. On YouTube, because they're private videos, you can ask the questions there, and I will help you make those. And that is through the end of, I don't have the dates on this little book. It's on my website, and I'll put the link in here so you can go on that. There's 2 signups for this one, and the first one I'm going to order pretty soon. And to get them before we go on vacation, you have to place your order fairly soon, so I can get those sent out before we go on vacation. And then the second one, obviously there's that fall card, so if you want to get your supplies in time to make the fall card, you have to do it fairly soon. But the other one's towards the end of October. So I've got that one, and then I'm going to be working on the Winter Woods and hopefully have that one ready by next week. Every 10 people that join my Artistry Inspired, your name goes into a drawing for a free Stamparatus. It's pouring rain outside, so it's a good thing that I did turn my lights on. And before I say goodbye to you all, because I don't have internet, my blog posting has been super spotty, but I am going to try. I'll have internet hopefully on Saturday, but I'm going to try to put on Facebook is the easiest place for me to post. So I'm going to put the World Card Making Day specials. I'm going to put this month's hostess code. I'm going to put what my free special is for the month. With every online order. Those of you that placed your order in September, I think maybe my chicken wire elements, I got a whole bunch of shipping notices today, so maybe those were my chicken wire elements. When I get those, I will ship those out to you as soon as I get them, because there were a lot of orders last month and a lot of people getting chicken wire elements, but they were on back order, so those will be coming. I think that's it, but everything will be up there. It is a great year too. If you've ever thought about being a demonstrator, it's a great time now because our new Stampin' Up! Year started yesterday. So my team's all about talking about our goals right now, whether or not it's just to learn to be more creative, because I have a super creative group. I've got some of the best stampers, I think, in all of the United States. So we do lots in my team. I host lots of creative challenges. Like I give away tons of prizes for being creative and just posting. Like, you don't have to be the most creative to win it, but for posting ideas. I do more of those than for sales or any other kind of challenges. But we're also getting ready to talk about like what our goals are. I'm going to do some teaching them how to do videos and YouTube. So we run the gamut for girls who just do enough to support their own habit to one of my girls just earned the incentive trip to Greece. So we have all kinds in my group. So if you've ever thought about being a demonstrator, and we have girls, a lot of girls in Indiana, all over the state, but we also have girls all over the country, because now when I do have internet, we're able to link up online. So it's a super fun time. So that's all I have for you today. But before I leave, I am going to see if I can show you how she has parked herself. I'm not quite sure how this aims down. So Sibby can say goodbye to you. I think it's because my camera kind of blinds you to where. Let me see. Here's my hand. There's her head. Can you say goodbye, Sibby? I think it's because my light's in the way. Let me see if I move my light. You know, she's just been such a part of today's episode that I'd hate for her to not say goodbye to you. Let me see. There she is. How you like that? See? Now we can both say goodbye to you. Oh, she thinks that maybe now I'm finally going to pay attention to her. See, this is where all of my stuff is, and she's just laying right on top of it. So, I would love if you could share this video. It doesn't mean that all your friends see it, but Facebook will show it to people that they think might be interested in it. And obviously, for everybody who shares, you go into a drawing and you could win one of the cards that I created today. And I have a backlog of cards because the last 3 lives that I tried, when my internet was dying, I didn't get to post it. So like it, share it, and you'll go into a drawing, and I will send those cards out. And I also do $5 gift certificates, and those will be good for November. So I'll have both of those that I can send out. So Thank you, and everybody have a great week. Bye.